Hi everybody, welcome to your English 113 course site in Sunny Educator. This is our learning management system here at Delta College, at least for the time being. We are changing this after this semester. But at any rate, I want to give you a quick overview of our course site, and so you know where to find what in the course. The first thing you will see whenever you log into the course, as you know because you've just logged in and seen it, is this announcements page. I will post a new announcement at least once a week on the weekend, giving you an overview of the work coming up for the next week. I will oftentimes, or not often, but occasionally post midweek updates as well here in case I need to fix something, if there's been a mistake. I tend to tinker with this course from semester to semester, and I'm doing quite a bit of tinkering this time again in terms of restructuring. So bugs will slip through, dates might be mistaken, weird things might happen, and so you want to be able be sure you're checking this to see if I've changed or updated anything during the week. Now, I will always send an email out to your Delta webmail when I've updated the course announcements, so be checking that regularly. Really, it takes 2 seconds to check, so you should really look into that every day. You do not want to neglect that because all of your teachers here at Delta will assume you're checking that regularly. As quickly as possible this first week, I want you to come over to the course information button here on the left. And if you click on that, you will bring up this screen which allows you to view the syllabus. Now the syllabus is in PDF format, which means you need to have Adobe Acrobat Reader to read this. There's a link to a place to download this sitting in the week 1 task sheet, but you can find this as well easily online. Most systems come with it already installed. You need to read your syllabus very carefully. I give you some suggestions there for studying online, for learning online effectively. But I also want you to just be aware of the fact that that is our contract for the semester. There's a lot of stuff in there, and there's some language the English division has had us include to be consistent from course to course. So it's kind of long, but look at that carefully. The next most important area of the course here is going to be course documents. This is where you will go to find the resources you need to complete the work each week and to find the task sheets which will outline the work for each week. Now, back here on the announcements page, you will see that I have linked to the week 1 task sheet here. So if you click on this, it will take you to this first week's tasks, and that's fine. But I may forget to put the link in there some weeks. I might tell you the week 2 task sheet is up and forget to do the link, or I might just be lazy some week. If that is the case, what you want to do is come to Course Documents, click there, and then come down here and click on Task Sheets. This is where each week's tasks will be linked to. For now, we've just got the one. Next week, you'll have 2. The week after that, you'll have 3, and so on. If you click here, what you will see is an outline of the work due for each given week. Okay? So, first task, read the syllabus. Time period, I want you to read it as quickly as possible, but the absolute deadline for this is Sunday, next Sunday. And the Sunday will typically be the deadline for each week's work. But always check the deadline because sometimes I will extend it if I think a task is especially difficult, or I might make it shorter if something we're going to do later in the week builds on it. So always check the deadlines. Don't assume work is due on Sunday. The next task are introductions. Now here is something else which is very common. If you look under time period, you'll see there's an initial post due by Thursday. That is your own introduction. And then 2 responses to other student posts by Sunday. Our discussion boards will typically ask you to make an initial post, which is your response to whatever the question is, and then follow up with a few other students. This is what makes those discussions a conversation. And really those discussions are what make an online course more than just logging on and reading a web page. Always be sure to read the instructions carefully. You will be assessed by how closely you follow these instructions, among other things, how well you write, the depth of your thought, whatever else you'd expect an English teacher to assess you on. But you need to meet the basics outlined in this the instructions here to get any of the points. So the task sheets each week will give you a list of what is due. If there are documents you require to complete the tasks, I will usually link to them in the task sheet as well. But there's another place where you will find the documents you need for each unit's work, and that is back under packets. Now we saw that when we first clicked on course documents. Here is our Unit 1 packet. A packet is just a thing educator uses to gather resources together. So if I click on here right now, you've got the first few resources you'll need for the first writing assignment that we'll be tackling really starting next week. So you don't even need to get into this packet much this week. The first assignment will be the resume and cover letter, and I've got an overview, an assignment sheet for that, plus 2 tools that you will use to complete that. Okay, so the packets will be very important in this course, and that's where you will find the documents, resources you need, and pretty much anything else. I will link to any web folders you need in the packet, so you can also find them here under external links. I will link to any worksheets you need in the packet, although you can also find them under assessments. But the packet will be the heart of the course when it comes to finding a single place where you can access all of the documents you need for a given unit's work. Okay, finally, the communication area of the course is where we will hold our ongoing conversations. Now, when you click on communications, you're first going to come to this email folder. We do not use the email system in Educator. We'll be using your Delta webmail. I will occasionally send you on mass emails from here because it's easy to do. But really, if you need to email me, it's best to do it from webmail. Okay, so to find our discussion board, you click on discussion board, and this is where our discussion forums will be. Right now you'll see there is a help forum sitting in here. I will also be adding an introductions forum for you to make your introductions, and I'll introduce myself there as well. This is where our ongoing conversations will be. Now if you click on this, you're going to notice the initial view is this sort of gray box. This is a linear view. What this will do is each time someone makes a post, that post will appear on this screen in the order in which they're posted, in a linear way. Now, this is what you want to do to make these discussions easier to follow. Come back here and click on Threaded and then Go. This brings up the threaded view. Now what this will do is whenever I post a new message or someone posts a new message, the message will be posted on the margin here on the very edge of the screen. If you reply to that message, your response will be indented just a little bit. What it does is it makes it easy to see who is talking to whom in these discussions. This pane on the left here, or sorry, on the right, my other left, on the right here is where you'll actually see the message as you're reading through them. So that is it. A quick overview of our Educator course site. Of course, if you have any questions or concerns, come to me. Use that help forum. Email me. Give me a buzz. Stop by my office during my office hours. Don't forget that I am here to help you, and that really is a key to success in an online course, in any course, is taking advantage of your teacher if you've got questions or concerns.